Hi students, once again I welcome you all to my channel Abrar sir classes. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರಿನ ಮಿಲ್ಮನ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋಣಪ್ಪ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 2. I have told you already that Millman's theorem consists of what? Multiple loop and multiple battery circuits. Whereas we need not to apply Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law directly. We will be using Millman's theorem to calculate whatever they have asked in the circuit. Now this is the first problem. The current in the 8 ohm resistance kotidarappa. Okay, I mean you have to find out the current in the 8 ohm resistor. Okay, as per given circuit. Now here what I will do first. Okay, this is the direction of current. I'll assume polarity same ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, this is will be current. Okay, this is I1. Okay, I2, I3 ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Okay, now you know how to use what? Millman's theorem. V is equal to what? V is equal to E1 by R1 plus 3 branches are there, all are in parallel, E2 by R2 plus E3 by R3. Okay, divided by ಏನಪ್ಪ 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Right? Okay, polarity is same. Okay, therefore I written plus here. Understood? Now what about we? How much is E1 here? In this one, E1 is equal to how many volts? 8 volts. R1 ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಪ್ಪ? R1 4 ohm ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ E2 ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? E2 0. E2 is 0 in the second branch. How much is R2? 8 ohm ಇದೆ. Right? In this third branch, how much is E3? E3 is 6 volts. Right? How much is R3? 6 ohm. Okay, first let us calculate the common potential difference, okay, between these 2 points. V is equal to E1 raised up 8 by 4 plus 0 by 8 plus E3 is to 6 by 6 up, right, divided by 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 6. Now V is equal to ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇದು 2 plus 0 plus 1 divided by, okay, I can take what is the LCM 4 comma 8 comma 6, okay, 2 in the 2 4, right, 3 again 2 1 2 3 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 24 is the LCM. 6 plus 3 plus 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವೇನಪ್ಪ. V is equal to ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ 2 plus 1 3 into 24. Okay, this will come in the numerator, divided by 13. Okay, that is equal to how much? 272 by 13 volts. ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಬಂತು? 72 by 13 volts bantu potential difference. Now how to calculate I2? Okay, now to calculate I1, okay, what is the formula to calculate I1? I1 is equal to E1 minus V by R1. Okay, ಈ formula ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. I2 is equal to E2 minus V by R2. I3 ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ I3 is equal to E3 minus V by R3. Now what they are asking? They are asking you to calculate I2. Let us calculate I2. I2 is equal to what is the formula? How much is E2? E2 is 0 minus V. V ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 72 by 13 divided by R2 ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? R2 ಅಂದರೆ 8. Right. That is equal to ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತಾ? minus 72 by 13 into 8. How much you are going to get? This is 9 times minus 9 by 13 ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, minus 9 by 13 I2. Okay, I2. How much is minus 9 by 13? Approximately equal to 1 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? -0.92 amperes is the correct answer. Okay, minus because we have taken this side, current is flowing this side. Okay, 0.92 amperes is the correct answer for this one. Right, we'll go for the next problem. Ilyanapa, again same we'll do. Okay, we'll assume that current is flowing like this. Okay, like this, like this, like this. Okay, polarity ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇದೆ, ರೈಟ್, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು even ಎಷ್ಟು? 5 volts. Okay, directly what I will do, directly I will write V is equal to E1 by R1 ಅಲ್ಲೇನಪ್ಪ plus E2 by R2, ರೈಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್, ಸಿ ಪೊಲಾರಿಟಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಅಲ್ವೇನಪ್ಪ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್. ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್. -E3 ಅಂದರೆ -E3 by R3 divided by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Why I have written minus here? Because the polarity is getting changed. Okay, because the current is coming the opposite direction. Idu I1, idu I2, idu I3. Okay, I3. Now V is equal to step, how much is E1? Directly I'll write 5 by 2 without wasting the time, plus E2 0 ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, 0 by 10 minus of E3, minus of that is 2 by step 1 divided by, okay, now 1 by 2 plus 1 by 10 plus of 1 by 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, right. That is equal to 2.5. 5 by 2 2.5 minus of 2 divided by here if I take 20 as LCM ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ 10 plus 2 plus of ಎಷ್ಟು? 20, right. V is equal to 0.5, right. Okay, 0.5 I can write into 20 divided by ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 32. That is equal to how much? I can what here I can do, I can take LCM as 10 itself, right. I can take LCM as 10 itself, need not to get confused. 10 ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 5 plus 1 plus of 10 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೇನಪ್ಪ? ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್. V is equal to 2.5 0.5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟು 10 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? 16 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಏನಪ್ಪ? 5 by 16, 5 by 16, okay, volts. That is the common potential difference, right. Okay, V is now I2. What is the formula for I2? Directly you have to write I2 is equal to E2 minus V by R2. You are right, is equal to E2 and rest to E2 is nothing, right. E2 is nothing because we know how much is E1. E1 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 5 volts. R1 ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? R1 2 ohm. How much is E2? E2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0. R2 ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? R2 is 10 ohm. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ E3 ಎಷ್ಟು? E3 is equal to 2 volts ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. How much is R3? 1 ohm, right. Okay, but you have to take -5 because this polarity is getting reversed compared to this, because we are coming from bottom to top. E2 ಅಂದರೆ 0 minus of 5 by 16 divided by ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? R2 ಅಂದರೆ how much is R2? 10, right. That is equal to minus of 5 divided by 16 into 10 ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, 2 minus of 1 by 32, minus of 1 by 32 amperes. How much? Minus of 1 by 32. Minus of 1 by 32 ಅಂದರೆ approximately ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Approximately minus of 0.03 amperes. Okay. Now we are assuming the current is flowing from P1 to P2. Actually, it is flowing from P2 to P1, which is plus, right? P2 to P1, 0.03 ampere. That is correct answer. Now we'll move to next problem. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣಪ್ಪ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ಇದೆ, ಮೈನಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್, ಇದು ಪಿಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಇದು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವೇನಪ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಒಂದು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಗೇನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್, ಇದು ಕ್ಯೂ, ಇದು 1 ಓಮ್, ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಪ್ಲಸ್, ಇದು ಮೈನಸ್ 9 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಇದು ಮೈನಸ್, ಇದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಲ್ವೇನಪ್ಪ, ಇದು 3 ಓಮ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 6 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವೇನಪ್ಪ, 6 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಸು 3 ಓಮ್, 1 ಓಮ್, ಇದು ಬಂದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 9 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಇದು 5 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2 5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ವೇನಪ್ಪ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್, ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ದಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ನಾವು. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು I1, ಇದು I2, ಇದು I3 ಅಲ್ವೇನಪ್ಪ, I1, I2, I3 understood. Okay, how much is E1? E1 is 6 volts. R1 ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ, 3 ohm, E2 ಎಷ್ಟು, E2 0, R2 ಎಷ್ಟು, R2 is 1 ohm here, this is R3 and this is E3 ಅಲ್ವೇನಪ್ಪ. which is polarity, polarity ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, polarity ಇಲ್ಲಿ you should take negative polarity. minus of 6 by ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 3, right, plus of 0 by 1, the polarity is, okay, it is current is favoring. Okay, plus 9 by ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ, 9 by 5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, divide by 1 by 3 plus of 1 by 1 plus of 1 by 5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, right. 9 by 5 plus that is equal to V is equal to ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ, you can take 15 as what, you can take 15 as LCM ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, minus 30 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, plus of 27, okay, divided by 15, right. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 15 ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ LCM ಇದು 5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, plus of 15 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ plus 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 15 gets cancel, is equal to how much we get, minus 3 by 23 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ volts. Okay, common potential difference, CPD, common potential difference, okay, between P and Q is ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, that is VP minus VQ. Now what they are asking you to calculate the current in the 1 ohm resistor. Okay, that is they are asking you to calculate I is equal to E2 minus V by R2, right. E2 ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 0, minus of V ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು, minus of 3 by 23 divided by R2 ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ, R2 is 1, that is I2 is equal to how much, I2 is equal to 3 by 23 amperes, 3 by 23 amperes, 3 by 23 ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ, approximately 3 by 23 is approximately 0.13 amperes, 0.13 amperes. It is flowing from what, Q to P only, so what we are assuming is correct only. Okay, 0.13 from Q to P. Okay, kindly do remember this formula and be careful here when there is a reverse in the polarity. Okay, now last problem. Okay, we will take like this only, this is I1. Okay, this is I1, this is I2 and this is I3 ಅಲ್ಲೇನಪ್ಪ. E1 ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಪ್ಪ, E1 is 2 volts, how much is R1 is 4 ohm, right. There is no resistor here, therefore directly they have given the potential, common potential difference, that is VA minus VB, already they have given. Okay, how much is the common potential difference? Here common potential difference is nothing but how much? That is equal to minus of E2 only. That is minus of E2 only. Directly they have given. Okay, that is VA minus VB, already they have given. How much they have given? VA, okay, minus of VB already, that is common potential difference. P is equal to ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? minus of E2 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ R2 ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, R2 is 0 here. Okay, now how much? Okay, here now how much is E3? E3 ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಪ್ಪ? E3 again 2 volts they have given, right? Here it is mentioned. And R3 is how much? R3 I can take. Okay, R2 is equal to, for example, I will take R3 itself. That is equal to 4 ohm. That is equal to 4 ohm. Now, okay, need not to apply. Need not to apply to calculate what here? Common potential difference. Okay, already you know V is equal to minus of E2. Okay, calculate I1. What is the formula to calculate I1? I1 is equal to E1 minus of V divided by R1. Okay, how much is E1? E1 we know, that is 2 minus of V. V is how much? That is equal to same as what? That is equal to same as minus 2 volts, right? Minus of minus 2 divided by R1, and the rest of R1 is nothing but 4. Okay, 2 plus is 4 by 4 is 1 amperes, right? 1 amperes. Now calculate I3. I3 is equal to E3 minus V by R3. R3 is same as what? R3 I have taken as R2 here. Okay, to avoid confusion, because I3 is there. E3 is how much? 2, again minus of minus plus ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, by R3 and the rest of R3 is nothing but R2, that is 4 by 4, 1 ampere. Now 1 ampere. Just see here by KCL. Okay, by KCL, Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, all are coming from, okay, same point. I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to 0 nappa. Therefore we have to calculate I2 here. I2 is equal to minus of I1 minus of I3. That is equal to minus of 1 minus of 1 is equal to minus of 2 amperes. Minus of 2 amperes I am assuming from B to A. Therefore current is flowing from A to B. Okay, I2 is equal to here I will write I2 is equal to 2 amperes. It is from what? It is moving from A to B or B to A? It is moving from A to B. It is moving from A to B. It is moving from A to B. 2 amperes, it is moving from A to B is the right answer. Hope you understood. I think this much is enough for the topic Millman'S theorem. It is just ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಪ್ಪ. You have to be very careful here. Okay, try to understand the concepts very clearly. Okay, if you want I will just write once again here. For example, ಈ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇದು. Let us say this is R1 E1 R2 E2 ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. This is R3 E3. Okay, now this is plus minus into E1 plus minus E2 plus minus E3. Okay, this is R1, this is R2. All are in band. How to calculate the common potential difference? V is equal to, we have the formula E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 plus E3 by R3 divided by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Now how to calculate the current? Okay, this current I am assuming this is I1. Okay, this is I2 and this is I3. Okay, we came to know the common potential difference. This is called CPD, common potential difference. How to calculate I1? I1 is equal to, okay, E1 minus V by R1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. I2 is equal to E2 minus V by R2 and I3 is equal to E3 minus V by R. Polarity change ಆದರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದು ಮೈನಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಓಕೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ E2 minus V by R2. Hope you understood. I will stop here. I wish you all the best for your Kcet exams and NEET exam. Thank you one and all.